Yes, Donald Lawrence, y'all. Oh, man, we got the one and only Bishop Joseph Walker, the senior pastor and our presiding bishop of Full Gospel, Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church, Nashville, Tennessee. Bishop Walker, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Hope you're doing well, man. What a wonderful day it is in the Lord. And good morning to everybody. And, you know, I've got a question for you as you're listening. Do you know who you are? You know, sometimes we live our lives comparing ourselves to others and not appreciating the value that we really are. Fact is, God made you so unique. Nobody else has your fingerprint. Nobody else has your DNA. And so you got to be comfortable in your own skin. Even if other people don't like how you look or who you are, you got to be cool with that. Because you know what? God made your head like he wanted your head. He made your lips like he wanted your lips. He made your hips like he wanted your hips. And if somebody got a problem with it, you tell them, go your way and I'm going my way. Because I know who God made me. You know, Ricky, when I was young, I had a puzzle, man. I was so excited about that puzzle that I poured all the pieces on the table and I threw the box away. Man, it's been all of my childhood trying to put that puzzle together.
Right,
my daddy
right.
said, boy, that picture was on the box.
Right.
You threw the box away. And sometimes we spend all of our lives trying to put the pieces of who we are together because we've thrown God's word away. The fact is that who you are and who you will be is in God's word. The picture is in his word. You are a royal priesthood and a chosen generation. You're the head and not the tail. You're blessed going in and blessed coming out. So listen, don't throw the box away. Don't throw the word away. Don't worry about what people say you are. Remember who God says you are.
Oh, man, that's a good word this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, our presiding bishop of Full Gospel and the senior pastor of Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church, Nashville, Tennessee, Bishop Joseph Walker III. Let everybody know how you can be reached.
Hey, everybody, reach out to me on Instagram at Joseph Walker 3. That's Joseph Walker, the number 3. And let me know you were listening to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hey, man, I appreciate you. Love you, man.
Love you, too.
Hey, listen to this. When the last time you heard this right here? Let's go.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, 11 minutes after the hour, y'all got your front page right here, brought to you by, good morning, Eva.
Capital One. Good morning, Ricky. It's brought to you by Capital One. The new Venture X card from Capital One. Capital One's new class of premium travel card. Capital One, what's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details. Good morning. I'm your girl, Eva Marcel, here with a quick look on this beautiful Thursday at your front page news. Supreme Court Justice Stephen Breyer is retiring, and a formal announcement is expected today. The 83-year-old liberal justice was appointed back in 1994 and is expected to step down this summer. So that gives President Biden his first opportunity to appoint a justice to the High Court, as he pleaded and pledged back in 2020 presidential campaign to name his first black woman. However, this will not change the Supreme Court's current 6-3 conservative majority. Meanwhile, U.S. and NATO told Russia in separate written responses yesterday that they would not concede on Russia's main Ukraine demands, saying that they will not permanently ban Ukraine from joining NATO. There is no immediate response from Russia, which has massed some 100,000 troops on its border with Ukraine, raising fears of an invasion. Meanwhile, in other news, a Texas man who sold a gun to a guy who held 4 hostages at a synagogue earlier this month is now facing charges of being a felon in possession with a firearm. The man said he knew that he wasn't allowed to have a gun and that selling it was in fact illegal. Last but certainly not least, the Federal Reserve signaled yesterday that it will begin a series of interest rate increases in March as it moves to tackle the inflation problem. All right, that was a quick look at your front page news. For more, just log on to the RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, our sports genius. What's going on in sports?
Well, let's start off talking about the Brooklyn Nets. They putting their foot down hard. They saying the NBA trade deadline is approaching and they will not entertain any trade offers for James Harden. They are committed to Harden. Harden is committed to the Nets. So the big three will be staying together. Kevin Durant, Kyrie, of course, James Harden right there. A statue of the late Kobe Bryant and daughter Gianna was placed at the site of their helicopter crash in Calabasas, California. This is a 2-year anniversary of the tragic deaths of them and 7 others. So continue to rest in heaven, Kobe, Gianna, and other 7 passengers of that.
I felt that all day yesterday, man.
Man.
Like I had a sick feeling like all day yesterday.
Can you believe it's been 2 years?
I mean, that's crazy.
Man, that's just still so sad. Cleveland Browns quarterback Baker Mayfield is quitting social media after the subpar season he and the Browns had. He says, listen, I'm done on social media until further notice. I got to get this right. I got to fix it. I'll see you guys soon. Which is a good idea. Hey, man, get your focus back where it needs to be.
And remember that Odell Beckham was open.
Oh, it wasn't Odell. It wasn't Odell. There it is, man. Gary with the T. What's up, baby?
All right, y'all people, and everybody in the sports world, I guess, is still talking about Mr. Michael Jordan, y'all. It's being reported, y'all, that nobody wants to buy Michael Jordan's Mercedes, y'all. Now, they're saying, y'all, that this is a unique specimen of a car, but it demands, honey, to appear to be lacking, y'all. They're saying that the Mercedes-Benz S-Class Coupe, y'all, which has 2 doors, y'all, with a beautiful car. It's a deep navy blue car. They're saying Michael Jordan bought this car back in 1996, when he was, going through his Chicago Bulls days and whatever. Sold the car. Well, auction house bought the car years ago. They said the car was co-signed by his beautiful wife, Miss Juanita Vanoy, at the time. But they're saying, honey, the car was put on the list, back in 2020 for somebody to buy it. They say still nobody wants to buy this car. And people are wondering why nobody wants to buy the car. I mean, they were only asking y'all like $220,000, honey, for the car when it was being auctioned. And they were saying, but the person that bid it initially was going to pay $135,000. But they said that person didn't come up with all the money. So they put it back in the auction house, and they're saying it's still sitting. And they're saying one of Michael Jordan's other car, SLR McLaren 722 edition, was also struggling, y'all, to find a home when it was listed by Crave Luxury. And they only wanted $695,750 for that.
Man, please. Please.
For that car. But, Rick, I mean, just all y'all love Michael Jordan. Y'all revere him and talk about him all the time. I mean, why don't some of these sports
heads
get
that kind
together?
of money for the damn shoes.
Yeah, and the shoes are what?
Oh, man, Michael Jordan too expensive for my budget and my taste. Ain't going to be able to do it.
It's just a bad investment.
Ain't going to be able to do it.
Yeah, but it's sad. So hopefully somebody buy these cars because, I mean, if you love Michael Jordan, and right now this is the best time to buy a pre-owned car because, honey, they can't find cars. You can't even get a new car anymore. So now they take
sitting there. Cars been sitting up till you have to drive cars and run the engine. Who's starting the car, driving the cars and running the engines and stuff? That's what make a car run good. You can't have a car just sitting up since '96. Everything gonna break as soon as you crank it up. No, bro. Well, just sitting up, you just crank it up. You have to go get a new battery. Then you got to check the voltage regulator, the transmission, all that stuff. No, bro.
Oh, I feel so bad. Yeah,
Rusted at the bottom.
Yeah, rusted at yeah.
People get that underneath the carriage.
Yeah, it's probably a stick shift. It's probably a 4-speed.
As much as y'all love this man, and here y'all wouldn't even buy his car. It's just, Lord.
The shoes either.
Oh, my Lord. And I hope Brad ain't listening. But anyway, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is Chateau. On the high end, you say Chateau, and on the low end, just say beautiful orange. That's your color for the day. Brad, what you got coming up in the hot spot?
Chateau. Oh, Lord, coming up next in the hot spot. Did she have a baby or did she not have a baby? I'm going to tell you who I'm talking about up next. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, 29 minutes after the hour, y'all. Time for the hot spot. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, we are learning a lot about Janet Jackson, and the one thing that was always rumored about her secret love child, and she is denying the long-standing rumor that her and ex-husband singer James DeBarge ever conceived. In her upcoming documentary, Janet Jackson, the pop icon, said, "I could never keep a child away from James. How could I keep a child from their father? I could never do that. That's not right." Janet Jackson recalled hearing gossip of a potential pregnancy while she was on the set of Fame in 1984. Now, in the documentary, she explained, "A lot of kids thought I was pregnant because I had gained weight and I had started taking birth control pills. And back then, you could pick up weight from taking them, and that's what happened to me." So that rumor started going around. Janet Jackson's two-part documentary airs Friday, January 28th and Saturday, January 29th at 8 on Lifetime and A&E. And I cannot wait to see it. Everybody is going to be glued to the TV.
Man.
Oh my goodness, because she don't talk about this stuff. So it's like, that's what you do. You wait forever to talk about it, and then you do it.
What was it like hanging with her? What is her personality like?
She's so sweet. She's just really, really quiet, but she's so sweet. Like, when you get to know her, like, she's so sweet. Very sweet, very
funny,
thoughtful, considerate, funny, crack jokes, act stupid, laugh a lot. Yeah, she's good people, really.
Wow.
Yeah. But you got to get to know her. You got to break that barrier first, kind of
right.
like, you can't just, she ain't finna just be like that. She's pretty quiet at
right.
first. All right, y'all, moving on. Bobby Brown. He's teamed up with Andy also for a 2-part documentary special and a new reality show. Now, according to Entertainment Tonight biography, Bobby Brown will explore his winners to rise and stardom as he struggles personally with sobriety and the 2 deaths of his children, Bobby Jr. and Bobby Christina, and his first wife, Whitney Houston. And he says the special will include Bobby's first visits to the gravesite of Houston and Bobby Christina, and holds a deep tribute in honor of Bobby Jr. In addition, Bobby will also star in a new 12-episode docuseries entitled Bobby Brown, Every Little Step. I mean, come on, everybody getting their documentaries in. We love to hear the stories, but I don't want to hear about Whitney no more. Like,
yeah, what does this kind of bring back memories and make you feel sad?
Yeah, it make you
because
feel
that's like
sad.
that's like your auntie died.
Yeah,
like we took
and
that
Bobby
one personally.
Christina and the way it happened. We just got it. Didn't we just get a new recent thing on Whitney? Like, I hate when they say bad things about it. It really bothers me. Like, so I just feel like I don't want to hear no more stuff. But I'm sure Bobby gonna hold her up in high regard and do something great. But I want to know what we gonna see about Bobby Brown besides all the sad stuff. All right, anyway, y'all, moving on. Mary J. Blige is absolutely killing the game right now in the film world and being on Power, the #1 rated TV show, along with the Umbrella Academy. But she recently revealed that she didn't feel beautiful around 2016. She told Elle, I don't feel beautiful, like for real. Not just, hey, I'm pretty, but actually believing it until about 2016. She said, if you've been beat down mentally by someone saying you never pretty enough, you never smart enough, nothing's ever good enough, then you start to believe it. Mary's new album, Good Morning Gorgeous, arrives on February 11th. That's why we got that song. Yes, Mary write about her pain. Whatever she going through, she feel it and she write about it and she give it to us. Yes, I love that. All right, y'all, we gonna wrap up the hot spot right there. But coming up next, we got Special K with the news you absolutely, positively cannot use. And hit us up for them wake-up calls at 866-9-RICKY. That's 866-9-RICKEY. The time now is 27 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
You liar! I believe him, yo. I don't know why, but I do.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's 12 before the top of the hour. Y'all, Special K got news you positively absolutely cannot use. What up, K?
What up, man? It's all about that hustle right now, man. Everybody trying to get extra money. Everybody trying to, you heard of that service where celebrities do voicemails or little video shout-outs to people. You can pay them a certain amount of money and they...
Cameo.
Yeah, that. I got an idea for something better than that. Dave, give me some money. I got an idea. Give me some music. I got an idea for something better than that. And this is how people can get up close and personal with people here on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. And I'm trying to set up a meeting with everybody to see if I can get all y'all to sign on to this. But, during these hard times, man, we can be hired to do things for extra money. Now, all y'all ain't signed on to it, but I got this idea, and let's see if we can go somewhere with this. $200. For $200, Rock T will come to your job and gently massage your scalp and shoulders to relieve stress, and he'll say nice compliments to you, even if you really are unattractive and unpopular, because that's what he do. He just make people feel good.
Crystal ain't having that, bro.
Hey, look, he getting $200 a shot. For $600, we can get Dr. Collier to come to your house and give you so much medical information in 30 minutes, you'll be able to be the primary care provider for your whole neighborhood.
Yes, sir.
Like all of us.
Oh, he do know how to squeeze that information in there. He'll get it all in before the break. Hey, for $75, DJ Jalion Sounds, he'll not only come and DJ an event for you, but he'll put on a suit. And for older women, he'll attend functions with you to make your friends think you dating a tall, young Caribbean dude. All right, for $50, you can talk to Black Tony, and he'll give you an excuse for any situation you're trying to get out of, from work to school or even pulling out of your own wedding, guys.
Right.
For $200, Chef Kurt Boudreaux, He'll come to your house and fix you the best dinner you ever ate, and then he'll go with you over to your baby mama house and help you fight her new boyfriend because he gangster like that.
Have done both. Kurt been down with me for years.
I'm telling
We ain't get to fight, but he'll ride or die now. We done pulled up.
With you.
He done pulled up.
And you gonna go over there full.
You don't know about that situation. Kurt and never mind. Me and Kurt to pull up with you though.
Kurt to pull up with you. Exactly. Now, if you a lame dude, think about this. Now, if you a high school senior and you're a lame dude and you can't get a prom date, but you want to impress your classmates, for $1,500, Eva Marcel will come and be your date. Now, the only thing is she got to bring them kids with her because that's the only way her husband going for it. So you're gonna have a bad prom date, but she's gonna have a whole boatload of kids with her. So you better have
bring some snacks.
Where's the lie?
You better bring some cheese nips, some Capri Suns, and you better have some car seats. Right. Also for $2,000, because she fancy, rap legend Da Brat will come to your house and braid up your toddler's hair with a cigarette hanging out the side of her mouth like your grandmama used to do. Because, them braids be a little bit better when she got that cigarette hanging out the side of her mouth like, sit down, be still, let me finish them braids. Be still. Get them kids in line. For $150, you can get Gary with the T to come to your house, and he just going to stand in the driveway with one of them ugly outfits he be wearing, and it'll just make you feel better about everything you got in your closet.
$150.
$150, damn right. For $500, because he already got money, for $500, we get Rickey Smiley to come to any single mom's house and spend an hour with your bad kids getting them to act right, because you too scared that they're going to be mad at you and not want to be your friend no more. So
I don't care, because I don't play with kids.
Sit them damn kids down and get them to get right.
I'm talking about Will. I'm the one everybody in the family call.
And for $2,000, Special K, myself, will do literally anything, including things that involve moral degeneracy and felonies. So,
hold it! Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, y'all, it is about that time. Gary has the tea and the clue of the day.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Ricky, friends of the morning show and friends of all of ours, honey. Ice Cube, y'all. If you recall, he made his directorial debut, y'all, back in 1998, honey, with that cult classic film, The Players Club. Well, now they're saying, y'all, that the film had an all-star cast, including Jamie Foxx, Terrence Howard, Charlie Murphy, and so many more. But however, Ricky, y'all, there was one actress, y'all, who is speaking out against this film. Now, they're saying, y'all, that Page Six put out an exclusive interview with Miss Lisa Ray McCoy, y'all, who played the role Diamond, stripper in the film. Now, they're saying that the breakout role put Lisa Ray, y'all, on the other opportunities, y'all, as fans saw her star in several movies such as The Wood, Beauty Shop, and so many more. Now, they're saying, y'all, that Lisa Ray, the film helped her career, but caused her, y'all, to question the fine line between reality and fiction. Now, Lisa Ray said this, quote, "I had an identity crisis after playing Player Club, honey." She said, because I felt like I had to have the long hair and look like my character Diamond in order to be recognized, y'all. This is what she told Page Six. She also added, y'all, that Players Club, honey, put her on the map. It made her a bona fide sex symbol. And when you are a sex symbol, people think that you're sexy all the time, and that stigma follows you. She said, so I am Diamond forever. Now, she said Ice Cube played a major role, y'all, in helping her adjust to her role in the film by being as supportive as he could be. Now, Lisa Ray spoke out about how beneficial Ice Cube was to her, crushing that role. She said, quote, "He was so professional. I didn't even see the rapper in it," she said. She said, "I saw the father, the businessman, the director.
Oh, yeah.
He was gracious enough, honey, to set up multiple cameras, and I did the strip scene maybe twice. So he allowed me, honey, to what I needed for a green new actress, y'all." And she went on and talked about great things about it. But Ricky, in that, so now, Ricky, now, did you have? I know you've been in a lot of movies and TV shows and all that other stuff. I mean, did you go through any type of identity crisis when you played in the Rickey Smiley show or anything like that?
No. I know. After Friday After Next, I was breaking in places and started stealing stuff.
Yeah, when you were Santa Claus.
Yeah, I put the little bandana around my face. I broke in a few places. And a couple of times I went to church as Bernice Jenkins after I did First Sunday. So, yeah, it took me a minute. It took me a minute.
Isn't that something? So how could, I mean, they put y'all through something. I mean, how could, I mean, it's interesting to understand. I'm trying to understand. So, I mean, is that a good identity crisis, or is it a bad identity crisis? I mean, what is it? I mean, can anybody speak on that?
Well, that's your sister, Brett. I mean, what you mean?
Well, when you get cast for a role, people see you as that person forever. Like we just got finished hearing from the girl from Glee. Like she don't want you to call her by that role.
Exactly.
She wants to be called by her name. So it's hard to get other roles because that's who they see you as. Like poor Urkel, all you gonna see forever when you see him is Urkel. So it's typecasted. It's kind of hard. Yeah, typecasted. Yeah, Arnold Drummond got typecasted all the time.
That is so crazy that you say that because once people lock in on a character, man,
ooh, Lord.
like they will never, ever, no matter what you do, let certain characters go. Like I was performing in Detroit and I had about 3 people yelling out Lil Darryl. That was in 97.
Oh.
97.
He's still alive.
Okay.
he love us a little Daryl, Ricky.
Yeah, but ain't nobody finna do
but
it.
don't call him that when you see him. He ain't
Sure
the
don't.
Daryl.
Not gonna respond.
Not near another.
Right.
Well, all right then. Well, all right. Well, moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. He said they could do that. He said, but I wouldn't do that. Now, Shaq is opening up, y'all, about why he vows to never embarrass his exes, Shawnee O'Neal, Armis Arnetta Yarbrough, on social media. Now, they're saying that NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal is one of those people. He said, although he is no longer with the mothers of his children, his ex-wife, Shawnee O'Neal, Armis Arnetta Yarbrough, who is his ex-girlfriend, O'Neal, has decided, y'all, to not put their business out on social media, even, he said, when he may be at odds with either one of them. Now, during the recent interview, y'all, Shaq said, was asked about his co-parenting situation and how he doesn't have those types of issues blasted on social media like Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. He said, it's not about having issues. He said, I run my life on the PPL principle. You protect, you provide, and you love. He said, even if we're fighting, he said, I'm not going to embarrass her amongst the world. He said, even if we're in an argument, he said, no, hell no. And he clarified that he wasn't necessarily expecting Shawnee or Arnetta to react the same way if they were quarreling with him. He said, if they felt a certain way and they wanted to do that, he said, I understand they could do it. He said, but I wouldn't do it. He said, Arnetta neither one of them, he said, Arnetta, they have one child together, and Miss Shawnee, they have 5 kids together. And, and that's an interesting thing that this man, a black man, is speaking out about that, because everything we do now is on social media. We got to put it to social media. If we had a fight, if I said you look ugly, if you said this, people got to put it on social media. So I think that is a great thing that Shaq, of all people, is putting that out, saying he will never do that. Would y'all do something like that if y'all fall out with one of y'all mates or what have you and get real hot and heated, put it out on social media and let the world know that we fighting and this and that?
No.
Good for Shaq.
No, sir. No. I'm proud of Shaq. That's great. That's great.
Yeah, he said,
you don't do that because then the world still be mad at them or still be mad at you. I just think when it's an argument or a fight or something, you don't post that. That's my opinion.
Yeah, he said he feels sorry for those people. He said, if you got problems, keep your problems where they're at. He said, I don't want to hear that, and I don't feel sorry for all these people getting on social media, unquote.
Right.
Well, congratulations goes out to Shaq, and that is good. He said something, honey, that most men, won't even say. They just put it out on social media. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today is Chateau. On the high end, you say Chateau, and on the low end, just say beautiful orange. That's your color for today.
What the hell is that, Gary?
Oh, that's a beautiful orange, honey. Oh, my God, honey. I saw this color, honey, when I was out the other night, honey. I said, oh, cute, Chateau. Oh, cute.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Time for the wake-up call. Get at your boy, 866-9 Ricky. Here we go.
Let's go.
Wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Because he woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes, so it would be better. Wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Want to know where you calling from, so come on and tell us and just wake up.
Tell all my People Paying College family that's in the Atlanta area to wake up, get up, Ryan Trotter, get up, Brandon Malcolm, get up, get up, get up.
This is the mighty legendary Blowfly out of Coffeeville, Mississippi. I'm going to send a wake-up call to my mother, Mary Page, and my sister, April, Sonia. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
This is Gemma from Orlando. This is Jason. This is Jazz. And I want to shout out to my husband, Kevin. Say happy birthday. We love you. We thank you for all you do. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Good morning to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show, and also Ricky,
Just want to say, it'll be great.
Wake up in Detroit. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. St. Louis. Wake up.
Where you
New
at?
Orleans. Wake up.
No, no.
Memphis. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
I appreciate you, Brett.
You welcome, Ricky.
Unfiltered, unapologetic. It's just real talk. Rickey Smiley Unleashed.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's the bottom of the hour. Listen, man, I just want to come on here, jump on here this morning, just have a conversation about, everything that's going on with COVID-19. And we are about over 2 years, probably right at 2 years into this pandemic. And, I just want to shout out, first of all, rest in peace, Pastor Fred. Pastor Fred was a member of this morning show. And when we took over, when Tom Joyner retired, the number one thing I was excited about was the opportunity. And I said my first priority was to get Pastor Fred on my morning show. Because we had a thing that we would do church in 60 seconds with Pastor Fred. I found him on Facebook. I thought he was totally hilarious. And he would come in and do his church in 60 seconds. And it was absolutely hilarious. So the pandemic came and COVID-19 came. And Pastor Fred, I remember the last time I walked him out to his car. And we was having a conversation. And whatever, he got in this car and I got in my car, and that was the last time I saw him. Last time I communicated with him, he said he was going in the hospital because he had caught COVID. And then I hit him up again. I said, how are you feeling? And he sent me back a thumbs up. And that was the last time I communicated with Pastor Fred. I'm getting emotional because I'm sure had the vaccines been out, Pastor Fred would have taken it and probably would still be alive today. He didn't have no choice. He caught COVID and he died. He didn't have a choice to live. And I'm saying all that to say this, man. Here we are. We have something out here that will save your life. But some of y'all out here choosing not to go and get vaccinated. And see, what you don't understand is you putting not only yourself at risk. If you die, somebody got to take care of your kids. If you die, somebody got to take care of your grandkids. If you die, somebody going to be affected for the rest of their life just because you died. Right? You are vaccinated. Let's think about that for a minute. You are vaccinated. Everybody had to go up to the elementary school with that little blue card showing your that you've been vaccinated in order to get in elementary school. Did the vaccination do anything to you? Did it kill you? Did it mess you up? We've all been vaccinated. Most of us been vaccinated over a year now. It ain't done nothing to us. And you know what? The part that's really making me angry, if you don't want to live, that's fine. But here's what's making me angry. People with high blood pressure didn't choose high blood pressure. People with hypertension didn't choose hypertension. My Uncle Herbert had leukemia. He didn't choose leukemia. Now, all these people with heart disease and all the stuff that's wrong with them that they did not choose got to sit in a damn waiting room in the hospital because you who chose not to get vaccinated is taking up all the hospital beds. Now, you're talking about you don't know what's in it. You don't know what's in it, what they treating you with it when you get it. So when you get, right, Brad, when you get COVID, you don't know what they treating you with. You don't know what they putting in your body to treat the pneumonia that's in your lungs. You don't know what's going on with the ventilator and the breathing machine. You don't know what's in that. But you run to the hospital. Soon as you get sick and laying there, you can't breathe because you chose not to go and get vaccinated. Now, you laying up in a hospital, taking up a hospital bed when somebody out here with something that they did not choose got to sit in a damn hospital and it's making me mad right now because we're losing a lot of people that we care about and a lot of loved ones. Y'all taking up the hospital beds. And y'all be the ones want to throw the brunches and throw the gatherings and want to treat everybody else that's been vaccinated like we some kind of animals or something because we got vaccinated. You don't know what's in Tylenol, but you take it. Huh? When you start getting cramps, you pop that Motrin. You didn't read the back of the label then. You don't know what's in the rhino pills. Trying to get right where you could tie something up. You don't know what's in the rhino pills, but you took that. But I don't know what's in the vaccination. So I'm just gonna tell you, hey, let next time if you decided not to go get vaccinated, when you get to the ER, tell them to say, hey, the little old lady over there who's sick by something that's not her choice, let her go first. Then see about me. Let all the people that got all of these issues that they did not choose, let them go first. And you sit out there in the waiting room and stop taking up all the damn hospital beds. I said what I said, and I don't care who get mad. Because other people shouldn't have to suffer. That's what the hospital is for people that can't help what they got going on and to go and get the help that they need in order to have a decent quality of life or just to survive. But no, you taking up all the hospital beds because you chose not to get back. Hey, folks, go get vaccinated. Stop playing. Think about your kids. Think about your family. Think about the people around you and other sick people, and stop being selfish and go get vaccinated. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. Blacks on the where you at?
I'm glad y'all having a good time this morning.
Yeah, because you know why having a good time because we come to work.
Yeah, because I text you six times this morning. You ain't hit me back.
Bro, I'm at work.
You ain't hit me back now.
Blacks on, ain't nobody got time to be texting you. You what?
I had a heart attack this morning.
You had a heart attack?
Yeah, my heart stopped beating at about 4 o'clock this morning.
When your heart stopped when?
It stopped beating about 4 o'clock this morning.
It ain't started back yet.
It ain't started back yet.
How you talking to us and breathing?
Pancake. They wasn't call the ambulance. I got warrants. So Pancake, it came over, and he hooked my chest up. He got a charger, and he hooked my chest up to the battery cable.
No,
that would been keeping me going for the last 2 hours.
So he hooked your chest up to the battery cable, and he cranked the car up.
Yeah, he out there running it. He out there in the garage running it right now.
He got the garage. Is the garage door up? You need to let the garage door up where he won't get messed up. Carbon monoxide.
Yeah, he let the garage door up, but they a little tight on my chest. But it's the only thing keeping me going.
Man, I don't know if I believe that. Right, you believe it?
Man, that's. I mean, I guess I can relate.
Running the car right now.
Man, why are you so optimistic when it comes to blacks on?
You know them things that they put on you when they try to get your heart back started. They rub them little electrical things together and they jump you back to life.
Yeah.
This kind of relates to that.
You can't do that with no damn jump
That
cables.
what Pancake did. He clamped them on my chest nipples. I'm glad you think it's funny that I'm almost dead.
So you're not coming today, Black Tony?
If my heart start beating back, I'll call you and let you know I'm on my way.
So basically you calling in sick?
Yeah, pretty much technically.
What about tomorrow, man? Can you promise us you coming tomorrow, Black Tony?
If they leave me hooked up till about lunchtime, I think I'll be straight.
So you coming tomorrow, and that's what we hear in the background. We hear the Dodge charging.
Yeah.
So what he's sitting there? So he's sitting there mashing the gas.
Yeah. He's black with red.
Don't let him off, Rick.
Richie, I think I'm falling in love with you.
Yeah, give me Hollycourt, 55377. Hello, it's Daddy. Hey, darling, put Mommy on the phone. Yeah, Barbara, it's Richie. Yeah, look it, I ain't never coming home no more. Take it easy.
Then he sniffed afterwards like, yeah.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley. I'm sorry. I've been laughing so doggone hard. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, Gary. Gary has the tea and the color of the day. Gary!
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and here's what's happening in celebrity news. Yeah.
The tea is being brought to you by Indeed. That's right, looking for quality candidates this new year. Look no further than Indeed. Our new video interview tool takes the hassle out of virtual hiring. Visit Indeed.com/credit. There you go, Gary.
Indeed. All right, y'all. Everybody's talking about this story now. I mean, I don't know why it's coming up right now so long ago, but nevertheless, Jazz O. Y'all, are y'all familiar with Jazz O? If y'all not familiar with Jazz O, let me tell you who Jazz O is. Jazz O, y'all, is or was, honey, Jay-Z's, honey, old mentor. Now, Jazz O, y'all, is opening up, honey, about Jay-Z, honey. Well, I didn't know this. I don't know why he's telling us this now, but he said that Jay-Z, y'all, shot his older brother, Eric, honey, when he was 12 years old. Here's what Jazz O said.
So at one point, Jay-Z ended up shooting his brother. And the story basically goes, just to give it a kind of a background, I guess his brother kept stealing Jay-Z's jewelry. So at one point, I guess Jay-Z pulled out a gun and ended up shooting his brother, I guess in the arm or something like that.
Yeah, and to be honest, I don't even think that he was aiming to, really hit him, in his defense. In all honesty, he just wanted to get his scared, cut the and it was my gun.
It was Jazz O's gun, y'all, and Jay-Z took it allegedly and shot his brother, y'all. That is devastating. Now, Jay-Z said, quote, that he thought his life was over. He said, I thought I'd go to jail forever. He said, Jay's brother, who was addicted, y'all, to crack at the time, did not press charges on Jay-Z, and he said it was terrible. He said, I was a boy, a child. I was terrified, Jay-Z said. Do y'all think Beyonce scared of Jay-Z?
No.
I doubt it.
It sounded like something that happened when he was a teenager.
It don't matter what, honey. You picked up a gun, honey, and shot somebody.
No, she's not scared of him. She loves him. Come on, he's a very sweet person. No, you make mistakes when you're younger.
Oh, you do?
Come on. Yes, you do. Didn't you make some? Didn't you go to jail a couple times?
Well, wait up, niece. Let's be clear. Now, honey, I went to jail, honey, for a traffic
But you
ticket.
went. But you went. And no, you stole something one time too. You was boosting or something, right? Or you stole something. I stole something, right?
Did you go to jail? You didn't go to jail for that, though, did you?
Now, Ricky,
we all been to jail.
No. We all been to jail, but girl, we've been to jail for certain reasons. I went to jail for a traffic ticket. But I will never boost.
Not just
I
a
did
traffic
not
ticket.
boost, honey.
Okay, not boost, but you got caught stealing something or something,
well,
right? That's what I'm saying. We all been there, Gary.
Wait a minute, girl.
We all been there.
We all been there, but baby, wait a minute. Let's be clear, girl, honey. So I don't want no girl to get misconstrued. I did not steal or did I not boost. I went to jail for a traffic ticket, and a listener happened to come get me out of jail when I was in
So
jail.
who took the mannequin out of the name of Marcus?
That was Miss Sherwood, honey. Now, Miss Sherwood.
Now you want to throw Miss Sherwood up under the bus. They took the whole mannequin and ran.
Baby, them girls used to take the mannequin out of the store and run. But these girls needed
the
a dress
Galleria
for
in Houston.
In Houston, because the girls was doing drag and they needed an outfit for the night. So, honey, these girls would go take the mannequin.
So you were driving the getaway car?
It's true, Gary.
Huh?
The story on that show is true. Pose.
Oh, yeah.
Remember they did that on Pose?
Yeah,
they did it for real.
The girls had to do what they had to do, baby. You'll take the mannequin, honey. You make sure, honey, you have a cute look for the night, honey. These girls couldn't go do drag.
So was you driving the getaway car?
Oh, no, honey. I was just a bystander, honey. I was just like, because back in the day, the girls used to go.
So you had somebody to make your outfits for you?
They made my outfits. When my mama stopped sewing
outfits?
for me, honey, the girls used to start. Miss Byron started sewing. And she used to make the outfits and stuff.
How much Miss Byron would charge to make the outfits?
She didn't charge that much. Miss Byron used to charge about a couple of $100 or whatever. It depends on if you wanted a leisure suit or if you wanted just
now, you used
some
to lip sync. Now, what was your what song you was known for?
I used to sing Stephanie Mills.
Which one?
Keep Away, Girls. This one's all mine.
All right. All right.
Okay, make no error, baby. Make none.
Miss Byron has you looking fabulous.
Baby, this girl you have, and she'd always dress up for Halloween too, baby. Miss Byron.
Now, what did you dress up as Halloween? A football player?
I wish the hell I would.
You dress up as a Dallas Cowboy, a trick or treat.
Nah, man. Don't disrespect them Cowboys like that, man.
Oh, we were cowgirls, honey, so trust me, honey. Let's be clear now. Rock T, honey. Let's be clear, child, honey. So, but it was the good old days, though, back then, though.
Well,
but
If I see you with a dress up like Ezekiel Elliott with your stomach out, no, Gary, don't
I can't do the summer part, not no more. But I used to could, honey, but not no more. I can't do that girl no more, honey. So I have to do it,
Gary, you can't even do a split no more, Gary.
Rick, but if I'm not, I was just talking the other day, honey, and I was telling you I need to learn how to do the runway, let alone a split. But I used to split if I take my time and get down gradually. Yeah. My legs are cracked and they can kind of get it.
Yeah, because you got to do the death drop. We got to see you do the
death
drop.
Baby. That's those flexible girls, honey. I can't do that no more. Baby, that's those slinky girls, honey, that can still do the death drop, honey. I can do the drop without the death. So there you go, honey. But anyway, Charlie, say color. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, Chateau. On the high end, you say Chateau, and on the low end, you say beautiful orange. That's your color for today, honey.
Gary.
Yeah.
Gary, I'll give you $300 for next Halloween if you dress up like Zeke. With that cut-off jersey with your stomach. You know your stomach already.
Oh, yes, honey. But I'm going to go for that one then.
Gary, I promise you, please.
Yes, okay.
The whole uniform.
Yeah, the whole uniform.
Yes.
We're going to go get it, Gary.
With the shimmy shirt, honey. Are they called the midriff? Yes.
Gary, we're going to go on the field. We're going to run a play. Gary, I swear. I just need to hand you the ball off one time.
One time. Okay.
That'll make my whole life. Gary, I laugh so
hard.
Well,
you got to up the ante, honey. 300, let's make 5.
All right, fine. Gary, right till you going to go in there?
Let's go.
All right, Gary, $500. You dress up like Ezekiel Elliott.
Okay.
Running back for the Cowboy, but you got to have on the cut-off jersey.
And the curly wig.
Yeah, and the curly wig and stuff, but your stomach got to be out.
Yep.
Now, you got to take the piercing. Yeah, you got to take the piercing out your stomach, but it got to be out.
Hey. I got to take my piercing out.
Gary got an Audi with a clip-on earring on it.
That's all right, baby. She's still poking.
Oh, man.
Y'all give it up. Y'all give it up for Gary with the T.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's the front page news.
It's what's trending now.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. A lot of stuff going on. Y'all, please listen to this. And when they do the video on our Facebook page, y'all share it with everybody. We want to keep everybody safe because it's damn near the purge out here, like for real. In cities across the country, there have been an uprising in carjacking and violent crimes. Metropolitan areas like New York, Philly. As a matter of fact, police officers got killed in New York. Atlanta police officers are quitting and leaving the force. Now it might be 20 to 45 minutes before you get a police officer in your area if something happened. Philly, Dallas have almost quadrupled their carjacking numbers in the past year. And let me tell y'all something. Even if you give them the keys and they carjack you, they've been playing with that gun all day. They're going to shoot you. They're going to shoot you just to shoot. They've been sitting around playing with that gun and that pistol and stuff all day or whatever. You give them everything they want, they'll shoot you and take your life. So here to help everybody out with tips on how to stay protected and safe, I got a good friend who have served on the Birmingham Police Force for over 21 years. Y'all probably know his face from the hit TV show First 48. Y'all, please welcome Detective Chris Anderson. Man, thank you for joining us this morning.
Good morning, family. Good morning. Rickey, first off, man, I need to thank you. I want to thank you, man, for bringing this out to the public, man, because we need to know about what's happening around the city. So thank you, brother.
Man, hey Chris, you know, I'm a gunshot victim, and my daughter is a gunshot victim, and we are real sensitive when it comes to crime, and God has just allowed us to survive our gunshots and live to see another day. So what we want to do is just try to keep people from going through that. And, you know, now there was a video, Detective Anderson, of a young man driving a Hellcat that was trending on social media last week. And the victim was bumped on the rear of the car. As he got out to check the car, he was shot and jacked, right? And carjacked. Since these type of crimes are picking up, if somebody hit you, what should you do?
Well, the first thing, you know, it's the bump and run. What they call that is the bump and go, a bump and rob method of carjacking people. You know, your natural reaction when your vehicle has been hit is to get out, check the damage. Well, this is a way that some of these new carjackers are starting to rob people. Once you're out of the car, you know, your mind is more so focused on the damage to your vehicle. someone will jump out from the passenger side or the rear of the vehicle, rob you, take your car, and then both cars will take off. And in some cases, like the case that you mentioned, that those victims will be shot. So, you know, what I say, in order to stop this from happening or to lessen your chances, if your vehicle is bumped from the back and it's a minor bump, just wave to the person that hit you. Take them over to a well-lit area, maybe a police station or somewhere like that, and let them follow you to those locations. That way, you're in a more safer location in order to keep yourself from being a victim.
Right. Now, Detective Chris, when people are looking for victims, what do carjackers usually look for?
So, Brad, they're looking for those folks that are not paying attention. And we talked about this time and time again. You have to have a heightened state of awareness when you're out in the public.
Yes,
so
sir.
they're looking for people that are what?
Hey, Chris.
They're looking for people that are not paying attention. Yes, sir.
With their phones.
Say that one more time and go into detail about awareness.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, you have to have this heightened state of awareness. Now, look, one thing I love about Ricky is the fact that he is so hyper vigilant about what happens in the public. You know, sometimes and I think that's probably because that you've been a victim before.
Right.
So you can't, Ricky always preaches about, don't be on your phone when you're going out and coming out in public. Don't be sending text messages when you're walking out of stores. You know, always look around before you walk out of buildings, just to find out what your surroundings are looking like, because there could be people just waiting to victimize you. So that's what I mean about heightened state of awareness.
Hey,
always
Chris,
be ready for something to happen.
Chris, I went to the Target right there off of 280, right?
Yeah.
Went into the Target and some dudes pulled up. It was 4 dudes in the car, and some just didn't feel right. So I pulled my truck in there. One dude got out of the front and went in Target with nothing in his hand. He came back out, so I just waited just to see what was going on because something just did not feel right. So the dude came back out, and then the dude got out the back seat, and the windows were tinted, and then he went in Target and came out. And I decided, like, you know what? It's just not a good idea to park right here. I went all the way over. I got, first of all, I pulled behind him, took a little picture of the tag, kind of snuck and took a picture of the tag and went to the grocery side and went in or whatever, because, man, it looked like something about to jump off. And I don't care. You can call it stereo. You can call it whatever the hell you want or whatever. I'm not finna die trying to keep it real and trusting because it was my people that shot me. And it was my people that shot my daughter. And I'm telling y'all, man, these damn parking lots, man, you don't go straight to your car. You walk at your car in an angle. You go in between cars to get to your car. You do some zigzag stuff where can't nobody ride around and get a feel for what car you going to where they won't mess you up. You understand? Like, Chris, stuff like that. You got to plan, have a whole game plan just to get to your car. Go ahead, Chris.
You are absolutely right, Ricky. And I'm just itching at chomping at the bits to get onto this. Yes, because robbery, carjacking suspects, they're looking for those that are not paying attention. Those are the easiest targets. They're looking for those easy targets. So you have to be aware of everything that's happening. If you feel something is wrong, there's nothing wrong with you going back inside of that store, sitting down and wait for a few minutes, because they are watching to see what you do and how you react and how you're responding. If you're on your phone, you're not paying attention to the person that's running up behind you with a mask and a gun ready to victimize you. And so always be aware of your surroundings.
And have your finger on that mace. If you got you a little piece, if you got you a little gun, put your hand in your purse and get your hand on your gun. You ain't got time to be fumbling for no keys, looking for no mace. You need to have it with your finger on it, with the safety cap off and ready to go. Have your hand on your piece, ready to pop. Because see, I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6.
Well,
don't play with them because they don't care. They will take your life. I hate to see all these people, innocent people, just dead just because some little stupid young person out here with a gun want to rob, instead of just taking the stuff. But you got to pull the trigger to prove a point because you high on pills or whatever, and you want to kill somebody.
Yep. Ricky, I had to go through this same thing. Go ahead. I'm sorry, y'all.
No worries. I just want to know, as a woman, as a person that could be vulnerable, if I do get approached by someone that's trying to carjack me, what should I do immediately?
So, look, if you're ever in a situation where you could be a victim, you should look. I don't try to sugarcoat this. That car can be replaced. Right. You are. I'm sorry. Either you are a mother, you have a child, you have a husband at home. He can't replace you. You're irreplaceable. So let that car go. Don't try to fight them. Don't try to resist them. You just let them have whatever they want, and you get to a safe position to take care of yourself. If your child is in your car, you can grab your child. Do whatever you can to protect you and the people that you love, because your husband can replace that car. He can replace that purse. Whatever's in that purse, it can all be replaced. But don't fight with a person that already has you at bay with a weapon. Never do that. And get away from that vehicle as quickly as possible.
Hey, Chris, I need you to come back on next week to finish this, because a dude was trying to rob me. I'm going to tell y'all a little secret that I do. I always keep 200 ones, and I just started screaming and threw all the ones up in the air and started running. When they saw that money or whatever, they wasn't stunned about shooting me. They were trying to get the ones or whatever, and I had added 2 zeros on it to make them think that it was 100 or whatever. But when they got home, they probably realized that it was 1. They got the hell away from me. Chris, Chris, I want you to come back on next week, Chris.
Yeah. Man, I got a lot more I want to share on this.
Chris, please come back on next week, Chris, because we got to finish this conversation. Chris, let everybody know how you can be reached.
Listen, you can follow me on all social media I'm Detective Chris Anderson on all platforms. That's Facebook, IG, and Twitter. You can follow me there. I'll post some more links to some interesting videos about carjacking. Hey, Thank you, Ricky, for having me, brother.
Chris, we're going to do a Make It Rain, and we're going to teach you how to throw up 201 if you get robbed. Hey, that's Detective Chris Anderson. Y'all. He'll be back next week. I promise. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Rickey Smiley Morning. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's about that time. Jeff Johnson got 3 things you need to know. Jeff, good morning.
Good morning, Rick. Good morning, everybody. Listen, Rick, we are getting ready to deal with, I think, a moment that's really going to partially define President Biden's administration, and that is the announcement of the retirement of Justice Breyer, which means that President Biden's going to have a chance to put somebody on the Supreme Court. And we all know that he literally promised that it was going to be a black woman that he was going to nominate. And so there's a couple of things at play here. One is the reality that he's still got to get 50 votes in the Senate to get anybody pushed through. We know how the GOP is as it relates to Supreme Court nominations, and we know that they will fight tooth and nail not to get a certain kind of justice on the bench. And so it's going to be really interesting to see how they choose someone based on, because, we just lost Lonnie Grenier earlier this year, and she was one of those people that was a legal mind. She wasn't up for the Supreme Court, but how this GOP is. And so it's going to be really interesting to see who they put up. For those of you that have been following this at all, there has been a short list of sisters, brilliant legal minds, D.C. Circuit Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson, who is absolutely incredible. You have California Supreme Court Justice Leandra Kruger, whose name has also been floated. Many of you know Sherilyn Ifill. She, for a long time, led the NAACP Legal Defense and Education Fund. I've heard her name put up. District Judge Wilhelmina Wright, who's on Minnesota's federal district court, is also someone whose name has been lifted. There's several others, but I think one of the other front runners is South Carolina U.S. District Court Judge Michelle Childs. And so, Rick, this is huge. And
I still have an attitude because it should have been a black woman. It should have way overdue. It should have been a black woman on the United States Supreme Court.
So many of us believe that President Obama shouldn't have bent to the pressures coming from the GOP and nominated somebody on his way out the way Trump did on his way out. And I think we might be talking about there being a black woman on the bench, or at least
totally agree.
the Democrats would have been able to not have such a disadvantage on the court. So this is huge. And as many of you know, this GOP is hell-bent on turning back so much of the progress of the last 60 years that in many cases was established by the Supreme Court. And so whether it's around voting laws or whether it's issues of abortion, I mean, this is going to be incredibly important and something that we've got to pay attention to. But it's going to be a tough one because we know how they're going to fight, Rick. Have you paid attention to any of these sisters? Anybody that you think should be the pick?
Yeah, the one that was interesting was the young lady from the curly hair from California. She's really, really young. I kind of look for youth as well. Somebody that's going to be there for a long time. You know what I'm saying? That's what Bush went and did when he got Roberts. Went and picked somebody really, really young that's probably going to serve for a long time. But it would have been nice. That was the only disappointment because you can't say nothing about our former presidents. He would have put a black woman on a sister on the bench or whatever on the United States Supreme Court or whatever. Is way overdue.
And I wasn't mad at Sotomayor. But I agree with you, and it is long overdue. So this is there's no way he can turn back on this promise. I mean, he's been getting hit on the legislative side. There's a lot of losses. This is actually an opportunity to create some energy and something positive. So I hope that the administration does the right thing, but I also understand the challenges that they're going to face with this GOP and how they pick. Before I get out of here, Rick, because I know I'm almost at time, man, I was watching TV the other day, man, and saw my ex-wife and my son on a reality show.
Wow.
Blew my mind.
Wow. What you think?
Man, listen, it's called My Mom, His Dad. And your girl from Insecure, Yvonne, was the host. It's hilarious, man. And my son and ex-wife's TV debut was absolutely hilarious. So if you want to see something funny, if you want to see something even endearing, you want to see something about people getting a second chance at love, check it out. My Mom, Your Dad. And listen, man, for those of you like me, if you have an ex, sometimes you just want them to find love.
Yeah. I love my ex. My ex, her husband, real cool dude. Absolutely love him. Everybody happy now.
Man, listen, I'm happy. I'm happy now. Listen, when you can have a great blended family, you're doing good in the world. And my ex-wife is the truth. She's fantastic. I absolutely love her, and I'm blessed to have her in our lives. So you all listen. Always good to be with you, Rick. Always appreciate you. Appreciate the time. Y'all have a fantastic Thursday. Good weekend, and I'll see y'all next week. Entertainment.
Sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 27 minutes after the hour, y'all. Got that front page right here. Eva, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and happy Thursday. I'm your girl, Eva Marcel, here with a quick look this morning at your front page news. Supreme Court Justice Stephen Breyer is expected to formally announce his plans to retire today. So this gives Biden the first opportunity to appoint a justice to the high court, and he pledged during his 2020 presidential campaign to name its first black woman. Currently, 6 of the 9 justices are conservative, so Biden's pick will not change the balance of the court. Meanwhile, the U.S. rejected Russia's demands that NATO retreat from Eastern Europe and ban Ukraine from ever joining. Russia has warned of, quote, retaliatory measures if their demands were rejected, but so far there has been no immediate response from Russia, which has placed 100,000 troops at its border with Ukraine, raising fears of an invasion. In COVID news, the Biden administration has officially withdrawn a rule that would have required workers at big companies to get vaccinated or face regular testing. The Occupational Safety and Health Administration confirmed that the change happened, in fact, on Tuesday, but still urges for people to strongly encourage them to get vaccinated. Last but certainly not least, in an effort to fight inflation, the Federal Reserve said yesterday that it is getting ready to raise interest rates as early as March. And in related news, the consumer goods company Kraft Heinz said that prices of dozens of their products will go up starting March. Now, these products include Oscar Mayer cold cuts, hot dogs, sausages, bacon, Velveeta cheese. I know, Ricky, you gonna watch the last one, Rick. Maxwell coffee, frozen chicken wings, Kool-Aid, and Capri Suns.
No, not the Capri Suns.
No, man, my grandkids gonna go see in the damn Oscar Mayer, because that's right, the Lunchables.
Y'all
The
go get 'em now.
Lunchables. And then
Get
some
'em.
of the Lunchables come with the damn Capri.
They come with it.
Oh,
Tell 'em,
man.
Ricky.
Jesus Bill Publix.
Jesus being Kroger.
That was a quick look at your front page news. For more, just log on to
What
the
is we
Rickey
gonna do?
What is we gonna do, Hoppo? I don't
Say
know.
chicken wings.
SmileyMorningShow.com.
Yes.
Wait a minute, we listen again.
She
You
said Velveeta cheese. Now you know we
Velveeta,
can't
No,
live
we
without a
don't.
Velveeta.
Stop the music. They don't play a
This
damn
conspiracy.
song.
We,
Don't play a
man,
damn song. How we gonna
Shit.
make some macaroni and cheese? Black
How
people.
we gonna do it?
You said that because we all use the Velveeta original
Bacon,
in the
Rick,
shark.
that's
right.
bacon.
That's right.
What we gonna do?
What we gonna do?
That's
We
why.
all
That's,
stuff black people like.
that's why we got to get this black woman on the
Right.
United States Supreme Court with this stuff.
Talk about it.
Do
See
what
how,
now?
see how black people connect with stuff that don't make sense, Kate?
Ain't
The
got
high
nothing to do
court,
nothing.
Right.
Say what,
High
Kate?
Court and Capri Suns.
Yeah, black woman on the Supreme Court ain't got nothing to do with no damn prices going up.
She can't look out for us and make sure we get it.
It's one black person out there talking about that. That's why we got to get her on the Supreme Court, Joe Biden. They ain't got no more Velveeta. Go ahead, Dave. I can't.
Oh Lord.
Brad, go ahead. You got the hot spot.
Yeah, I got the
What we
hot
got?
spot.
Sport. We got sports
Oh,
right
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Oh, man, it's all good. Real quick, man. A statue of the late Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna was placed at the site of their helicopter crash in Calabasas, California. 2 years anniversary of the tragic death of them and 7 others, man. I still can't believe it's been 2 years since that tragedy, man. So they putting that statue up. It's actually up right now, so you can go to anywhere on social media and look at it. Cleveland Browns quarterback Baker Mayfield is quitting social media after the subpar season that he and the Browns had. He says, listen, I'm done until further notice on social media. I got to
And
fix
please
this.
stop doing them commercials with you living inside of the stadium. We tired of them too.
Those are actually kind of funny, though.
They are. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just mad because they ain't win in the playoffs. You know I be pulling for Cleveland.
Yeah, and you can't blame Odell Beckham Jr. You just can't do that. Yeah. As Tampa Bay Buccaneer fans continue to wait for Tom Brady's decision to retire or not, his tight end Rob Gronkowski says if he was forced to make a decision for his future of his career today, like if they forced him to make a decision, he would go ahead and retire. But we already know, man, he's waiting to see what Tom Brady's going to do. If Tom Brady retires, Gronkowski's going to retire. If he doesn't, he's going to come back and play another year with his buddy. It is what it is. That's what I got for sports right now. Bringing it tack. Hot time.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
Hey, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. This segment is being brought to you by. Listen, man, y'all make sure you just ask your doctor. The vaccines are our best defense against COVID. And if you're 12 years old or older and already gotten yours, you can now give yourself a boost with a COVID booster. We can do this, y'all. All right. So find boosters near you at vaccines.gov. That's vaccines.gov. Paid for by the United States Department of Health and Human Services, Brett.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone. I'm your girl, Brett Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spots where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Tasha K has broken. Tasha K has broken his silence. Tasha K has broken her silence on the Cardi B case. Back in 2019, Cardi B sued the YouTuber, stating that she shared allegations about her that wasn't true, and because Tasha claimed Cardi cheated on her husband, Offset, and had a sexually transmitted disease and was a drug abuser and all this other crazy stuff. Well, the jury cited Cardi, awarding her almost $4 million in damages. And Tasha K said that the conspiracy case has been challenging, but she wouldn't change a thing. She added that her and her team weren't shocked by the verdict and suggested she was standing up against the machine that attempted to bully her. Now, she explained the machine that has corporate interests to protect prostitution, drug use, promiscuity, and to glorify the violence that wreaks havoc on our society and our neighborhoods. Chap. She also called them. Listen, she
I
also
watched
called
it.
her,
She sounded crazy.
She also
Explain
called the
that.
verdict
Where did that come
prejudicial.
from?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
She wouldn't accept no responsibility for what she did. She talked reckless about Cardi B, about Offset, about her baby, and all
And
this
she
other
does
stuff.
everybody.
And tried
She
to act
does
like she the
everybody.
victim.
Right. She was bullied.
But
How?
on the stand, she confessed to making everything up. It was all a lie, and she said it was a lie.
Wow. So I don't get how you
Right.
get this from that. And she
Right.
said it was the verdict was prejudicial, and it arrived solely off sympathy and payola, is what she said. And we're gonna move on because we don't care what she said. Yeah, it's not making sense. So anyway, I just hate even giving any light to it, but whatever. Anyway, we moving on, y'all. The Drug Abuse Resistance Education Program, DARE, has slammed Euphoria, the show for glamorizing teenage drug use. A representative for the group told TMZ yesterday, rather than further each parent's desire to keep their children safe from the potentially horrific consequences of drug abuse and other high-risk behavior, HBO's television drama Euphoria chooses to misguidingly glorify and erroneously depict the high school student drug use, addiction, anonymous sex, violence, and other destructive behaviors as common and widespread in today's world. They have now started a petition to have the show removed. Come on now, y'all. It's shows on TV about everything. And just because that show is doing great and Zendaya is killing it, she is killing it, you really would think she was a drug addict. But it shows about everything on TV. So now they trying to take this show off because it's high school kids doing drugs and different things that high school kids do. Okay, I'm not saying all of them, but some of these high school kids, they doing things that some grown folks ain't doing.
They at a whole nother damn
When
level.
I tell you they at another level, I was like, what?
Bro, they doing pills and everything.
Everything. So I don't feel like this is glorifying it. It's telling the story. It's a story. I can't stand that. And Zendaya, she deserves every award in the book. If y'all have seen her in this series, oh my God, it is so good. Like, she is amazing. I have a whole newfound respect for her. It's amazing. If you haven't seen it, you have to see Euphoria. All right, y'all, we're gonna wrap up the hot spot on that
Hey,
note.
Brad, we got to do
yes,
something
sir.
about these Oscar Mayer and the Capri Sun. That's in my
Man,
spirit
I was
for the
and the
rest of day.
Velveeta and the Velveeta
cheese, man. That's listen. And then I was at the grocery store yesterday. The shelves are empty. I was at the grocery store yesterday, man. There's a lot of stuff like that's not on the shelves and stuff, man. Inflation on the West Coast and all of this stuff with shipment and stuff.
It all goes back to COVID. A lot of truck drivers and people who work in the transportation department, got disrupted with COVID.
Yeah. It be the same way, Rick, when I order my groceries. It's the same way. They be like out of the simple stuff. I'm like, what?
Man,
you ain't got no fun nuggets?
To buy some damn. I went to buy some. I went to pick up some condoms and stuff, and they didn't have any.
What?
And I had to smash with a gold toe sock. I had to use a gold toe sock in one of them Subway bags.
You ain't got no Ziplocs?
I used a Subway bag. It was straight.
Hey,
Yo, coming up next, we got the praise mix down with the White Stone. The time now is 24 minutes before the top of the hour. Ziplock it up. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.